Amigos, ¿qué tal? How's everybody? Welcome to Spanish 1. My name's Julie James, and I am going to be your teacher both for the face-to-face and the online classes in Spanish 101 this year. So let's take a look at what we're going to do. So first, let's look at how the Spanish classes are set up at HCC. So the elementary year is 2 semesters. It's Spanish 101 and Spanish 102. So right now we're starting out in 101, and it's really just the basic building blocks for Spanish. We're going to start with the absolute ground zero, right? We're going to learn the alphabet, numbers, greetings, and then we're just going to build and build and build from there. We'll take 15 weeks to do Spanish 101, and then at the end of Spanish 101, you'll be ready for 102. And it's as simple as that. So let's take a look here at what we've got going on. So at the end of this term, you should be able to meet and greet people in both formal and informal settings. You'll be able to introduce yourself and others. You'll be able to describe yourself, your family, your friends, talk about things that you like, you don't like, talk about your class schedule, your routine, what you participate in terms of activities, sports, pastimes. You'll be able to describe your home, your house, your apartment, your city, your town, places around town, things you like to do, where you like to go. You'll be able to describe the weather, shopping, so you'll know your clothing vocabulary, you'll know your food vocabulary. You can talk about going out to the restaurant or how to make your favorite recipe, and more. We'll start on the past tense at the very end of the term, and then we'll pick up from there in 102. So how are we going to do that? So in our face-to-face classes, okay, so the in-person classes, we're going to be using a book called Portafolio. Portafolio is not for us. If you want to have a text of your own, I wouldn't mind if you wanted to grab this one, because honestly, this is where we're going to be working in either class, right? We're going to be doing the material from Portafolio. I will make the activities and assignments available on D2L for everybody, whether you're web-based or face-to-face. So, if cost is a concern, I understand. Don't worry, we'll be able to do it. So we're going to be working with Portafolio text and D2L. Absolutely, everybody's going to want to go to D2L for your courses. I'm going to be uploading all kinds of material up there, your assignments, many of them will be on there. Other assignments that you'll be doing will be found in Quizlet, and there's a link in our D2 page, I'll show you in just a minute, to sign up for the Quizlet class. We will also be doing some other open source materials, so free materials online that you won't have to pay for, but that will help us with our practice. I'm going to keep going, and then we'll take a look at our course real quick together toward the end, okay? All right, so your 2 keys to success. Oops, let me myself down here. Regular attendance and practice. Now, obviously, some of you are thinking, wait, I'm online. What do you mean attendance? Attendance for online students will be based on your weekly submissions. So working each week in Quizlet and in D2L will demonstrate your attendance for the course. It will take care of that other factor for success that's required, which is practice, practice, practice. In order to learn a language, it's really just that. It's repetition over and over. Keep practicing. Don't let a week go by where you're not engaging with your course material, because you'll forget, and it's going to be harder to catch up after that. So just stay regular and practice, and that's all we need, and we'll be successful. You'll see, I promise. Now, what if you're feeling like, uh-oh, I really need some help? Well, that's what I'm here for. Please, please come see me, call me, and you can come see me virtually or in person. My office on campus will be BSH 120. And as soon as I have a Zoom room address, I will get that out to everybody, so you can also contact me via Zoom. My office hours are on the syllabus, so feel free to take a look at that, and come often. Come early, come often. I will be very happy to see you. My door is always open. All right, so what do you expect from, what is there to expect from this semester? So we're going to do weekly work. Our face-to-face students are going to be meeting Monday, Wednesday, and our online students are going to be working asynchronously, okay? So that means that you guys are going to be kind of responsible for setting up your own schedule. However, each week work will be due, okay? So in class, whether it's virtual or in person, we're going to learn new vocabulary and new structures each week, and we're going to do practice assignments together. So for the in-class people, we're going to be working with our book, and we're going to be doing individual, paired, and group communication activities where we get to practice our spoken Spanish. And for the online folks, don't worry, you will also get to practice your spoken Spanish. You'll be doing recordings, video and audio recordings to practice the material that you'll submit to me for a grade each week. So when you see tarea, tarea means homework. And we'll have different types of homework, like I said. We'll be working in Quizlet to practice our vocabulary. We'll be doing D2L exercises and submissions. And like I said, some open source online activities that I will also assign through D2L, so you'll have those links. For assessment, we're going to have some short quizzes and tests on the vocabulary and structure. Most likely these will also be on D2L. I don't think I'll be taking up class time for those. I think everybody will be doing their quizzes and tests via D2L. However, the student presentations, our in-person classes will do presentations at the end of the term. And our web-based courses, students will be doing regular recordings just to demonstrate that they are able to use the material in a spoken way. All right, so let's get started, right? So where do we go from here? We go straight to D2L or come to class. Our first week, we're going to be practicing our new vocabulary. We're going to review the syllabus. We're going to look at the course calendar. I have already uploaded some videos and some note-taking opportunities for you guys on D2L. I've got a link on there for your Quizlet class to sign up. Please, when you do that and they ask you for a username, please use your actual name so I know who's doing the work and I can give you your credit. So last name, comma, first name would be great. And especially, not just in class, but also for online students, I really recommend having a separate notebook for your Spanish class, and that you just organize it vocabulary, grammar, so that you have all of that written down. Handwritten notes really are the most effective for learning a language. I really recommend that you guys do that. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm not going to sign off just yet. What I'd like to do is go to our course and take a look at what we'll be doing. Okay, so when you guys log in, you should see your tiles here for your various courses. You can see here we have Elementary Spanish 1, Section 4, and Section 1. Now, Section 1 web-based course is going to look like, but essentially they're the same in material. So let's take a look. We'll go ahead and open one of them, and we'll see what it looks like. Everybody must be doing this right now. Wow, it's slow. Sorry, guys. All right, there we go. So this is what your course looks like. We'll go ahead and open content. And hopefully that'll load a little bit faster than it has so far. Nope. Well, okay, here we go. So we'll start here. If you go to overview, that's where you're going to find your syllabus. Go ahead and read over that so you know how the grading is going to go and what to expect from the course. You'll see that here. You've got my contact information. You've got my office hours here. And like I said, when I have a Zoom link, I'll let you all know. Then we can go on over to course schedule or table of contents. We'll click on course schedule here. And that's going to tell us what's coming up, right? So nothing is due right now, obviously. But when we start school on the 29th, that week, we're going to have a few things to do. And here's where you're going to see what to expect for that particular week. So for each week, you're going to see week number, so week 1. what pages in Portafolio we'll be working in. So if you guys want to follow along in the web-based course, you're free to do that too. And here are the topics. So in vocabulary and culture, we're going to be doing greetings, the alphabet, nationality, and then the verb ser in grammar. The verb ser means to be. So I am, you are, he is. We're going to learn how to do that in Spanish. But before we can, we need to know the subject pronouns. So we need to know how to say I, you, he, she, we, you all, and they. So we're going to learn the subject pronouns, we're going to learn ser, and we're going to be able to start with sentences right away after week 1. That's going to tell you kind of what to expect. Then underneath, you're going to see some materials that I've uploaded for you guys. First things first, you're going to want to join the class on Quizlet. So go ahead and click on the link provided. And when it prompts you to get a username, please just use your full name, right? So your last name and then your first name so that I know who to give credit to. Then you'll see the different topics. Remember I said we do greetings? Well, here's greetings. So you'll see a video review for how to say different things, how to say hello, goodbye, how are you, etc. And you'll have a link to your Quizlet set to work on the greetings there. When you do your Quizlet, you're going to have 4 activities to complete for each vocabulary set. So I'll get into more detail later on that. So we'll do that. We're going to learn the alphabet. Here's a video for you guys to learn the alphabet and some practice. You're going to learn how to talk about origin and nationality. You're going to learn your subject pronouns. So here's a video to watch on subject pronouns, and here's a printable notes guide. Feel free to print that off and fill it in as you're going through the video so that you know what to focus on and you're not, crazily taking all kinds of notes. You just focus on what's important. And same thing for the verb ser, when you learn how to conjugate, which means break down. When you learn how to conjugate the verb, there's also a notes guide that you can use for that, and go ahead and put that in your notebook. But this is basically the setup that you're going to see each week. So if you look over here on the left, week 1, we just looked at. Week 2, I'm going to upload the materials for week 2 a little bit later. But it's going to be set up the same way. It tells you what week it is, what we're working on in the book, what vocabulary to expect, and what grammar to work on. So that's how we're basically going to do everything. And I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. Listen, if you ever need me, call me, email me, stop on by the office. I'm happy to chat with everybody. And like I said, when I have Zoom, I'll let y'all know. Okay? Hasta luego.